What's going on YouTube? I got some exciting stuff to show you today. So I just got into some British farthings, half pennies, and full pennies. So far I've only processed a handful, I think about 15 farthings. But I've been organizing them. It's literally over like 400 coins. So I like to go through each one, categorize it, put what I think it's going to sell for, so on and so forth. But first, thanks for visiting my channel. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you like the video. I'm going to start off with a recent Morgan pickup that I just got today, and I just listed it on my eBay store. So they'll be listed in the description of the video if you want to purchase them. And I'm pretty excited. So I'm going to go from worst to best, and you guys got to stick around and see the best one. It is by far the nicest raw silver Morgan of that type that I've had in my hands that's not sitting in a slab. And I've looked at a lot of Morgans. So first we're going to start with this 1884. This is a fine grade for sure. I like to put just fine on it, and I'm not making up the grade. I literally pull up PCGS photo grade, and it's very common for a fine grade. You can still see details of the eagle. See if I can zoom in. Yep, I can with my gloves. There's definitely no more breast feathers. There's still a little fading of feathers here, and this is what a nice higher fine grade looks like. Some people put very fine, or they don't put a grade at all. I like to at least put that in there because sometimes when people are looking for a particular type to either fill an album or a hole in their set, I want them to find it right away instead of having to look through hundreds and hundreds. Plus I do a promoted listing as well. So this one here is definitely a good pickup. I'm only asking $40 for it. And again, it's a very fair price for a fine grade 1884 Philadelphia Mint. Okay. Next is a little tougher date, 1891. If you find these in very high grade, they can be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. This is again a Philadelphia Mint. Again, definitely a fine grade. And because it is a tougher date, it's worth a little bit more. I think I'm asking $60 for this one. And again, it's a very nice example. Nothing crazy, but no like ugly scratches or anything crazy going on with the coin. But again, because it's a tougher date, $60 is a good asking price for that one. Next is a much tougher date to find. I might have priced this one a little too low. I think I listed it for $75, but it's again an 1891, but it's a New Orleans mint. And I would give this between an AU and XF grade. It does not have very strong breast feathers on the eagle in the back, but the obverse is very typical of an AU type grade. It does have like some weird old toning from either the way it was stored. There might have been tape on it, and I would be asking a lot more for it. But it looks like there's like some old tape residue or something on the reverse, or there was before. But this is your typical AU looking, very sharp head of the eagle, feathers, everything else looks good. I did loop the O, make sure nothing was in there like an S mark or something. But very, very nice coin. So I think I'm a little cheap on this one for 75 bucks. So if someone needs an 1891 O to fill their Morgan book, this is a real nice pickup that's affordable. All right, now we're getting a little exciting here. So it's been a while since I've had an 1878. This is your standard 7 tail feather reverse of a 78. So this is what the very first Morgan is supposed to look like. I do call it a gem BU just because of its original luster that it still has. It doesn't look like anyone's messed with this coin, and I really like both sides of it. The last one I sold, I believe I sold it to one of my viewers who lives in Australia. I think I had it like listed at 175, and I got, I sold it to him for 150. So, but that one is pretty darn close to the quality of this one. So instead of messing around and starting it at 175, I'm just going to list this at 150. It should sell pretty quickly because it's it's getting tougher to find original looking 1878 first year the Morgan silver dollars and this high of quality, again, without sitting in a slab and all that other stuff. So something like this you can definitely send in to get graded yourself, or just use it to replace or upgrade your current 1878 that you currently have in your album Morgan, or your Morgan album. Very, very nice coin for 150 bucks. Really, really good deal. And finally, this one here is freaking amazing. So this is an 1878 again. It's a 7 tail feather, but it's a reverse of a 79, and I put wow. And the reason I put wow is I've never had an 1878 with a reverse of 79, not sitting a slab, in my hands, ungraded, absolutely raw. Wait till you guys check out the reverse on this. It's amazing. Well, the obverse is amazing as well. So a lot of times when these coins are graded, the grader will look at the actual obverse. That's like the main point scale. And there are no problems on this coin. Absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It almost looks like a San Francisco type stamp mint, but again, this one's made in Philadelphia. And then check out this reverse. Absolutely amazing breast feathers, very clear fields. So when I look at stuff like this and I price it out, I did compare it to, there's a couple of coins like this. And again, if you guys are wondering what the reverse of 79 means, for those of you that are newer to the channel, this is a 78. That's how the reverse of the 78 is supposed to look like on the eagle. And this is a reverse of a 79, which is not supposed to be on the same year coin. That's what makes this so rare. On top of the fact that this is so rare and they sell like hotcakes because they're tougher to find, is just the quality that this is in. Guys, if I was still sending stuff to PCGS or NGC, this would be definitely one I would send in. I would think bare minimum this would be a Mint State 64 with a CAC sticker on it. So if you're wondering like where I got that from, I did look at a couple listings on eBay that are currently active, and they are Mint State 64s in an NGC holder with a CAC sticker. This coin blows it away. Absolutely blows it away. And then one of these recently sold, not anywhere near as nice as this, for $296. It had a bunch of scuffs all over Liberty's face, a bunch of scuffs in the fields. The reverse of the eagle was all, had some scratches or whatever, wear marks on the eagle itself. This is super, super nice. So I think I have this listed at $345. Some of you guys that have bought from me before in the past, some of you guys that like the nicer coins that I come across, I highly recommend you get this. And if you do get it, send it in to get graded. If you get a Mint State 65, I'll give you a virtual high five. But I'm pretty confident you get a Mint State 64, so you'd easily double your money. And then if you're into CACing, again, this if it comes back a Mint State 64, this is an easy CAC sticker on it. So again, I'm not into sending that stuff in, but this is probably the nicest reverse of 79 that I've ever gotten on slab. And the last three I sold had very weak breast feathers, and they sell anywhere from like 85 to 100. But this one is super, super special. So kudos to whoever buys it and wants to add it to their collection. Just an amazing find. Okay, so I've got some other amazing stuff to keep your attention going. So I went through all my British farthings. If you guys are into farthings, you can just leave a comment and say, hey, thanks for the Morgans. But and I'm not going to go through everything yet. I'm going to do a separate video on the half pennies and a separate video on the full pennies. But I wanted to show these two farthings that I think like are freaking amazing. Yeah, I even put amazing on this one. So this one didn't make sense to me. I was like scratching my head. I'm like, kept looking at the date. I'm like, dude, why is the date on this so old? And why is the coin so super nice? Like it literally looks like as nice as a penny or a 1 cent that I would find today that's zinc, from the US. It's just unbelievable. And this is red. So that's another reason why this like sticks out, because usually these older farthings they're all made of bronze. So the farthing, the half penny, and the full penny, they're all made of bronze, and it's very common for them to get brown or even black when it's like they're like dehydrated. So whoever had this set aside or whatever was absolutely a collector and really loved his farthings. This is a smoking coin. So I listed that at $100, and if anyone in the video in my YouTube channel wants it, please send me a message through eBay. I will put this in the listing as well, separate. Then I wanted to show you this cool wood grain one. So some of these farthings or bronze coins, the way they were stored or handled or whatever, they get like this really cool like wood grain look to it. I don't know if it's from tape or being stored in between paper or whatever the case may be, but I thought this was really cool. So I guess bronze coins do tone. And then there's the reverse. Again, got some wood grain action going on. I just think that's cool. It almost looks like it's a very rare wood, but these old speakers I used to sell in my 20s, they were called Martin Logan. And I remember going to the owner's house we had training on Macintosh amps and Martin Logan speakers. This is like super high-end stuff, guys. If you don't know what Martin Logan speakers are, look them up. They're very cool. But anyways, they're known to put wood paneling on the side of the speaker itself to give it a look. And they had some with zebra wood. And I think the zebra wood's from Brazil. But anyways, the zebra wood was absolutely gorgeous. I'd never seen wood grain like that before. Maybe you see it in really high-end cars. Maybe you don't anymore. Maybe it's endangered and you're not allowed to. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to end the video with this. This is an amazing coin. As far as, like, it literally looks like it fell right off the mint. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how this is so nice. And again, this came in a collection in rolls like these. And this thing was just sitting in a roll, just chilling. And this is just amazing, original, not extra crispy, but original luster, original stamp. I mean, it's just unbelievable. What do you call it? It's kind of like the skin of the coin looks like it was never just touched. Like it might have came out of however they used. I don't think they did rolls back then. Maybe they did. But it literally looks like someone saw this and set it aside and perfectly stored it or something. But it's just amazing. So I went nuts. I put this at $500, which is absolutely insane. But I think it's like the nicest 1915 farthing in existence. You guys laugh, but it's funny. Like these coins, for some reason, don't get a lot of love. And I know it's not like a really old year, because here in the U.S., you'd be like, dude, a 1913 penny, like it's not worth that much. What are you doing? But these were absolute workhorses. So it's these like the farthings, the half pennies, and the pennies. Dude, nobody collected them in England. I mean, if they did, they probably thought you probably thought it was weird, because like people just didn't put pennies aside to collect them. Just like the Lincoln cents, right? It's harder to find nice Lincoln cents to that come up like absolutely gorgeous grade. So they're worth a lot now, because again, I keep putting this upside down. Nobody really collected them. So I think this is one of those where I don't know where this collection came from originally, but whoever was into these farthings, they really like their English coins. Maybe they brought it with them when they traveled here, but this one's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Then the rest of these up here, they're nice too. Like they're $40-$50. But again, I'm gonna list. I'll just show you like this listing and this one, and that'll be in the description with these 5 Morgans. So there's like wait, not too many links for you guys to click on. But again, you could check it out yourself. Again, this is a video of it, but the pictures came out absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and before I let you guys go, I'm doing something different with the nicer Morgans. When I'm taking pictures, I'm actually taking a picture outside my coin booth, but using the light that comes in, and I'm taking it with the camera directly above it, straight down, so that I'm simulating how you would hold the coin in your hand at the coin shop with perfect lighting. The coin shops I go to, their lighting sucks. they use like those like lamps that make everything look orange. But here in this light booth, it's definitely like, you know, really nice white light that definitely shows every single possible defect on a coin, which I appreciate. So far, everyone that's purchased from me, that's one of the better comments I get. They're like, wow, what you show in the photos actually looks nicer in person. And a lot of people appreciate that I don't try and hide stuff or do video, or not video. I definitely don't do video editing. Don't know how, but the photo editing, you know, I don't make my photos look nicer because I'd rather the coin look nicer when you get it in your hand. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm going to do a full penny unboxing video on the next one, and my half pennies. Got some really smoking ones in those as well. Again, if you're into it, I think they're cool. So if you like the Britannia, if you like this lady here with the shield, if you silver stackers collect the Britannia, you got to pick up a farthing, a half penny, and a full penny, because that's where the original Britannia came from. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.